All right. Hello, fifth grade. All right. So, just like last lesson, really, really, really make sure you pay attention today because this is stuff you need to know for when we actually go on our visit, right? So, I told you guys will be working these businesses and getting paid, right? So, you're going to be getting two paychecks each. Now, you saw based on what job you've had, what your gross pay was. Now, if you guys look down here, your gross pay is what you earn, right? But remember, taxes are going to be taken out. So BizTown luckily only has a 2% tax, right? So technically, if you think you're making $9, you're really coming home with $8.82. 8.50 is really 8.33 and $8 is really 7.84. So again, gross pay is what we earn by hour or salary, but then after they take out taxes, it's called your net pay. So I want everyone right now to go ahead and turn to page 120 in your citizen guides. When you turn to page 120, you will see something similar like this. Now pay attention because 120 is our practice, and then we're about to fill out our checkbook, which you need to have done completely for our visit. Okay, so everyone's on page 120. So what we're going to do is complete a deposit ticket. Remember, a deposit ticket is what you turn into the bank, showing you what you deposit, if you're taking money out, is it cash, is it check, and then the net deposit is the end total, whether you put money in, took money out. Okay, so pay attention. We're all going to do this together. It's all going to be the same for your first pay visit. Okay, so for example, if the salary is $9, what is the net pay? Again, 882. Okay. Now say that person makes 882, but they're like, man, I want to take $2 out because they wanted to buy some slime from the gas station from Love's. So they bought some slime for $2. Now, technically, their net deposit is 682. So if you look up here, they're going to fill in their ticket, right? They're going to write their paycheck. So this line, it's not cash, it's not coin, it's a check. So if you guys on 120 on the deposit ticket, okay, write check and you're going to put 882. So this person made $9, 882. Okay. Obviously, now it says down here they're taking cash out. So they're taking $2 out. After they take out the $2, they have a remaining $6.82, which is going into their bank. All this stuff you'll fill out, you'll put your name, put the date, you'll sign here. That's how you do the deposit ticket. Now, the top part of page 120, you're literally copying these numbers right here. I'm telling you, if you are my CEO, CFOs, this is how much money you're going to be bringing. So your total will be 882. If you were a job where you're making 850 an hour, you're really bringing home 8.33. So that would be your number up here. And same thing, if you're making $8 an hour, you're really bringing home 7.84. So that would be your number here. So if I was bringing home 7.84 and then I took out $2, everyone's going to take out $2. Now I'm putting in my account 5.84 because 7 minus 2 is 5. So I'm only putting in $5.84 to my account. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys about a couple minutes, fill out page 120. So again, the answers are right here. Okay, that middle box where it says 2% payroll tax, you could just leave that blank and then just hit the net pay. So make sure you know your net pay based on which salary you guys are getting based on your jobs, and then fill out your deposit ticket. Everyone is taking out $2. Okay. Question 3, it's asking to select the right answer. So payroll taxes on salary gross pay. So if you have payroll taxes on your gross pay, what does it do to your net pay? It decreases it. Taxes decrease our money. Obviously, net pay is less than the gross pay because you have to pay taxes. So what you think you're making, you're really bringing home this. Okay, so go ahead and fill out page 120 based on what you're making, based on the job, the salary you earned. And I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to fill that out. Okay, so hopefully you fill that out. Now, what I want everyone to do is take out your actual checkbooks. Okay, so when you take out your checkbooks, you are going to see somewhere in the back, go to the first deposit ticket. So in the back, you'll find the first deposit ticket. When you get to the first deposit ticket, literally what you just did on that last screen, okay, is what you're going to fill this out like. So write my name, the date, make my signature, the check I'm earning. So if I was a CEO, I'm earning $8.82. So that's what I'm gonna put in this first line. Okay, if you're making $8 an hour, you're earning 7.84. That's what you'll put in that line. Everyone is going to take out $2. So on this line, $2. So literally you're just copying what you did on 120 in your actual checkbook. And then after you put in your net pay minus the $2, that will be your net deposit. That's all you have to do on this first deposit ticket in your checkbook. Okay, once you do that, flip to the very first page in your checkbook, and it's your register. Remember, this is how we keep track our money tracker. So what you guys are going to do, write the date. So go ahead and write today's date. Where it says description, just put in first paycheck. So on description, first paycheck. Now, we're going to do your net deposit. So you're going to do a deposit and whatever your deposit ticket said. So if I was making $8.82, but you took out $2, you're really bringing in $6.82. So you're depositing $6.82, right? Again, base it on your net pay minus the $2. So whatever you wrote in this box, that's what you're going to put in the deposit. You're putting that money back in your bank. So after I got my paycheck, they took taxes out, I got my net pay. But then I took $2 out because I wanted to buy something. But I'm going to put the rest in my account. So whatever's left over is what you're putting in your account. And then obviously your balance is going to be whatever that leftover money is. Okay, so whatever your net deposit is, that will be your final balance. So I'm going to give you guys some time to finish that. Again, you should have one deposit ticket filled out and the first page of your checkbook money tracker, right? You should have that filled out. So again, when you think about payroll tax, that's money that's automatically taken out for federal income taxes, right? You have to pay federal taxes, state taxes, and those include like Medicare, Social Security, a lot of things that help our citizens, right? So that's taken out of your check. Net pay is literally what you're really getting paid. So they might say, hey, Coach Goebel, we'll pay you $10 an hour. Cool. I work 2 hours. I'm not going to get $20, right? I'm actually going to get whatever the taxes are. That's what I'm going to get left over. Okay. All right. Now what you guys want to work on, let me make sure we get through all this. Okay. So now that we finished that part, I want you guys, if you didn't have time to finish your advertisements with your businesses, your social media advertisement, your newspaper, your radio DJ, their website, go work together in your group, get those rough drafts finished. So the next lesson, we can start getting our final drafts ready to go. Okay. So making sure today you have those 2 things done in your checkbook. And then as a group, get your advertisements done. And then we're ready to jump in to get ready for the visit. Now, remember, we do have a month in between. So if we ever need to review stuff, we can. Okay. If you have any questions, ask Miss Golightly, ask Miss Anderson, ask me, and we're here to help y'all. Have some fun.